When I was 13 years old, my mom bought me my first acoustic drum kit. And then I also was enrolled in band and drum lessons. Through my musical career, I've had many experiences to use different kinds of drum sets, acoustic and electronic. And through my experiences, I've come to realize that acoustic drum kits are far superior than electronic drum kits. First, I want to talk about acoustic drums. This is an example of an acoustic drum. It has a top head, which is the beater head, and it has the bottom head, which is the resonating head, and then it has the wooden cylinder, which creates the chamber for and that produces the sound when it's struck. According to howstuffworks.com, the waves move alternately inward and outward from each other, and also pushing the air against and away from the drum head, which creates the sound. Here's an example of it. And as you can see, you can hear the head vibrating, and if you're standing next to it, you would feel the air pushing out and away from the drum. There are other things that determine the sound of the drum. Drum kits are made of different materials, mainly wood, such as maple and birch, and depending on what kind of wood you have is going to determine the different sound that your drum kit is going to have. There's also fiberglass kits, which I'm not a fan of because I don't like how they sound. They have a very bright and harsh tone to them, and I'm just not a fan of them at all. Now I want to talk about electronic drum kits. Electronic drum kits consist of a drum brain, which is like a central control panel for the whole electronic kit, and then it has like the 4 other pads that represent the other drums of the kit. They have either rubber or mesh heads, and then underneath them they have trigger points which control how loud or how soft and what kind of sound you're going to get from whatever sample is programmed at the time. According to Dawsons.com, the electronic drums use PCM. The drum brain uses PCM technology, which means to generate a sound, it's going to use a high quality digital recording of that sound. You're gonna hear that particular sound when the trigger point is hit. So I'm going to show you. Here's a brief video on how electronic kits work.
Samples. Over here on my ride cymbal, how electric drums work. So this is a set of electric drums. It's a lot different than a set of acoustic drums. With acoustic drums, when you hit something, you're actually producing a live sound. And all pieces of this drum set, even though they look like and they're set up like an acoustic drum set, are connected to a wire that runs into a processor. And the processor is programmed to know what certain instruments sound like. So for example, if I hit a cymbal, that's not the actual noise the item makes. If I just turn the sound down, so electric drums work with samples. Over here.
So that's a brief demonstration of how electric drums work. That's one of the reasons I like, because they're just samples, so you're not actually getting the actual drum itself. They're just samples of another kit. So with all the information, why do I believe that acoustic drums are superior? Well, For one, you can, with an acoustic kit, you can customize your sound, and whereas with an electronic kit, you can't do that. So, for example, I can tune this drum and other drums of my kit to whatever I want them to sound like. Whereas with an electronic kit, you can't tune each individual drum. You set it to that particular kit, and then you're stuck with that kit. There's no tightening or loosening. There's no controlling the resonance of it. There's no controlling any other aspects of the drums. So that's one reason why I don't. That's one reason why they sound better and are better. Another reason is when you hit the drum, like for example, when you hit this drum, that sound is right away. Right away, there's a sound. Whereas with an electronic kit, that sound is going to take, you know, 1,000th of a second or 10,000th of a second to, there's going to be 1,000th of a second or 10,000th of a second delay. And so when you're recording or playing a live performance, that's going to make a huge difference in your timing when you're playing with everyone else or playing to a song that's already recorded. So overall, those are some of the reasons why acoustic drum kits are better or superior to electronic kits, because you can't customize the sound, there's delays, and you don't have your own sound. Thank you.
Very good.